What's up, weirdos? I keep forgetting to unmute myself. What's going on, guys? How the hell are you? A look at Bitcoin struggling with that $120,000 level. Bulls and bears are in a tug of war. Literally $120,000 and 0 cents. $0, 0 cents. Look how tight that is, guys. Can we smash above, or are we going to reject hard? We're going to find out, guys, in about 27 minutes. Are you ready to rock? Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Exciting day, guys. Let's get into the super chats. What do we got? Jeff, my brother, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you greatly, my friend, for the super sticker. JD Beats in the house. Yo-Yo Rob and Panic Sellers. Slow and steady wins the race. Amen, my friend. Amen, my friend. Green Tea Squirtles in the house. First Pokemon of the day. Thank you, Rob. Let's get this money. Absolutely. Let's get it. Let's get that close above, a solid close above $120,000. That's what we want to see here, guys. All right, let's get into the chat. Just a squidget. Paul, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. H. Barbarina in the house. William, I see you, my dude. I see you. H. Barbarina says, hit the likes as you come in, guys. J Money in the house. Bulbasaur. We got Squirtle. We got Bulbasaur. We need Pikachu, Charmander, Lickitung, and so much more. Miller Mountain says, hit the like and subscribe. What do we have anyway? 174 people watching and 45 likes. Guys, let's get to 100. Let's smash it, crack it. Spuds, what's going on, my dude? Good to see you. Go Times in the house. I hit Gary Daly. What's going down? Yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well, guys. Again, it helps the channel. It costs you absolutely nothing. What else do we have? Ceiling Fan, how high do you see Jasmine going before we get that big final crash before the massive alt season? I mean, Jasmine's got to get back between 4 to 5 cents before anything, right? So, first things first. David says, hit the like button. Nick, I don't know how you keep calm when you get the same question back to back on the calls, Rob. Bless you. Well, my friend, what I can tell you is I just simply develop an eye twitch. Right? It comes out through the eyes, right? Go Time. Picked up more Miria this morning. Nice. Congrats on that, my friend. Good pickup. Good pickup. Twitch. Gonna scoop some soon, I hope. Nice. That's what I like to hear. Meredith over on X, watching, supporting the channel. My dude, my brother, Matt Adam. Don't call it a comeback. Rob's been weird for years. Thank you for grinding it out every single day, Rob. Hey, no problem, brother. Kay Lily is in the house. Rocket ships, jack stacked and fanny packed. David, yes, I'd go nuts repeating the same answer over and over and over again. Good job. Hey, absolutely, guys. Like I said, just develop an eye twitch, swallow down those feelings, and pretend they don't exist. Lord of the Realm in the house. Lost, what's going on? Jasmine and Zebek, let's go. Big C, what's going on, man? Crypto weirdos. Lily says, good evening. Ari is in the house, ready to see how it closes. Got my popcorn ready. God bless you too, my friend. E plays SDTI. God bless you too, my friend. God bless you too. AF, guys, do not forget to smash the like button and follow Rob. Big C says, House Hippos unite. Let's get it. Some young guy, we are going to be set. There you go. Magman, let's get that BTC. The Crypto Father, Mr. Ambitious. Evening, Rob and fellow weirdos. I'm joining the Patreon finally tomorrow. We look forward to having you, my friend. You're gonna be in for a treat because guess what? We just added Thursday night live streams exclusively on the Patreon. It's myself, Maximus Crypto, and Rule Black giving you all the latest and greatest. You're gonna love it, man. Every Thursday. Patreon exclusive. AF, thanks for everything, brother. Happy to be in your Patreon group. Hey, I love having you there, my dude. I love having every single one of you guys there. We are mi familia. Jake the Snake says, your eye twitches too? I thought it was just me. Oh, it twitches, man. It twitches. Hello, sir. Is Jasmine going to be listed on, is Jasmine getting listed on finance? Do you mean Binance? Jasmine is already listed on Binance. It's in the Binance Innovation Zone. Will Jasmine be removed from the Innovation Zone? Probably not, because they do not have their tech out to the market yet. So as soon as that happens, that will probably happen. Strawberry Dragons in the house. Good evening, fam. Let's go. And we are officially caught up in the chat, guys. That was quick. 213 people watching, 59 likes. Let's get to 100, guys. Let's get to 100. Let's hit the goal. All right, let's get into the news. See what's going on out there in the wide world. Like I said, guys, Bitcoin, we're going to watch this battle. We've got 22 minutes left of this candle. We'll see where we close. Hangman says, rumors swirling around Zebek listing on Binance soon. Zebek will automatically go to a penny. I agree. I agree with that assessment. Mark, good to see you, man. Some young guy, did you get your name from the Rampage Jackson video? All right, what else do we have? What's Ethereum doing right now? Ethereum, let's have a look at the chart. Trying to break out of this bull pennant that we've been forming here. We wicked all the way down to the bottom of it almost, and now we're back to the top side, $3,749. Ethereum's looking strong. Mark says, hit the like button. Rob's gonads matter. Yes. Dadsky, do you think Zebek already priced in the listing? No, of course not. Of course not, because there is no confirmation of a listing. You cannot price in a potential Binance listing without any kind of confirmation that there is actually going to be a Binance listing. Over the top, good to see you, man. Jess, hey, Rob. What do you think of DIA? It looks like a very good project to me. It does look like a good project. ETH is trying, absolutely. Sorry, I meant to say Zebek. Oh, yeah. Well, right now it's just rumors and speculation, right? So that's all we have to go off of at this moment in time. But hey, you know what? I would not be shocked, my friends. I would not be shocked. Quick shout out to the channel sponsor, Decent Biometric Wallet. Not your keys, not your coins, guys. Simply use our link down below. Get a phenomenal deal on your self-custody wallets. Keep your crypto safe. Keep it off of exchanges, my friends. Some video is saying there was a Polygon partnership today. It was an AI YouTube video. Yeah, probably fake. Probably fake. All right, what's going on around the market today, guys? Let's have a looky-loo. Crypto briefing, just in, the SEC has approved the conversion of the Bitwise 10 crypto index fund into an ETF, including assets such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Cardano, Sui, Chainlink, AVAX, Litecoin, and Polkadot. Big things popping, little things stopping. Good news, guys. Good friggin' news. You love to see it. You love to see it. I feel like I'm very flush this evening. Maybe I'm getting sick. I feel my face is hot. I don't know why. Bitcoin liquidity wars carry on, but BTC price target remains $140,000. Bitcoin has struggled to maintain momentum after hitting a new all-time high of $123,100 last Monday. And this stalled price action appears to be driven by retail-driven sell pressure, particularly on Binance. According to CryptoQuant, Bitcoin's net taker volume average turned negative, dropping below 60 million. This metric indicates that market takers executing trades are prominently selling. The negative reading underscores growing bearish sentiment among retail participants, even with Bitcoin hovering near record levels. Regional demand trends further support this caution. In the U.S., the Coinbase Premium Index, which measures the price gap between Coinbase and other global exchanges, has remained flat for the most of July. Despite Bitcoin's rally, U.S. spot buyers appear hesitant, either taking profits or sitting out in anticipation of better entry points. Meanwhile, the Korea Premium Index has slipped into negative territory, a sign that Bitcoin is now trading at a discount on Korean exchanges. This divergence signals ongoing selling pressure and a broader lack of enthusiasm among Korea-based retail traders. While the above data shows bearish sentiment, Bitcoin holds above 110,000. It's actually 120,000 right now. To 115,000 is encouraging. Crypto analyst Boris Vest noted that this ongoing liquidity battle, where sellers are absorbed near $116,000 and buyers are capped near $120,000, shows a healthy two-sided market indeed. Despite aggressive sell pressure on Binance, the recent negative 4.1 billion cumulative volume data, or CVD, was immediately absorbed. followed by a $2.3 billion positive spike as buyers stepped in. This indicates that demand remains resilient at lower levels. As long as Bitcoin continues to defend the mid $110,000 region, bulls maintain structural control, with the upside potential if sell-side liquidity thins out. The longer this tight range holds, the more likely it sets the stage for a breakout favoring the prevailing uptrend. From the technical perspective, while the breakout above 120,000 remains possible, a sweep of the daily fair value gap between 115,200 and 112,000 could provide the necessary liquidity to fuel the next leg higher. A move into this zone would likely trigger liquidations and set the stage for strong rally past the current all-time highs of $123,000, primarily as price inefficiencies above have largely been filled. Bitcoin must show a sharp bullish reaction upon retesting the FVG for this scenario to play out. A failure to rebound quickly after taking out the recent equal lows near 115,700 could equal fading momentum and expose downside risk. In short, the strength and speed of the bounce from this liquidity zone will be key to determining whether Bitcoin is primed for continuation or a deeper retracement. Bitcoin researcher Alex Alder Jr. said BTC remains in the growth zone as market participants still support buying activity. So Bitcoin right now, it's looking good. It's still over $120,000, but can we close there? That's the question. Right. What else do we have in the news? Check this out. U.S. government pursues $7 million in crypto from fraud scheme. In a statement, the Department of Justice announced their pursuit to recover cryptocurrency tied to the fraudulent scheme. The United States Secret Service assists in the operation. Focusing on victim outreach, authorities utilize civil assets forfeiture and reclaim funds, with the DOJ confirming the amount but not detailing specific cryptocurrencies. No crypto executives have commented publicly on this case, as stated by the U.S. Attorney's Office, Eastern District of Virginia. The United States uses civil asset forfeiture to recover $7 million of investment fraud proceeds. The recovery highlights governmental vigilance in tackling crypto-related fraud. Although specific cryptocurrencies remain unconfirmed, potential investors are urged to contact the USSS. While no immediate crypto market impact is noted, this showcases increasing regulatory enforcement, particularly in large-scale financial fraud using digital assets. Leader in $70 million in cryptocurrency on binary options fraud scheme extradited to U.S. Such actions reflect prior DOJ asset recoveries from internet and telemarketing fraud. Precedents often involves Bitcoin and Ethereum, though specifics are unverified here. Predictions suggest the recovery process may lead to more extensive scrutiny and oversight in the future crypto fraud cases, extending regulatory frameworks within the industry. You love to see them cracking down, guys. What do we got in the chat? Mark, some video is saying, oh yeah, I read that already. I hit Gary Daly. There was a lot of rumors of XDN to be listed on Binance and also never materialized. That being said, yeah, Binance is bad for that though. They'll like let rumors swirl and swirl and swirl, and then they won't list it for like a year later, and then they finally list it, right? Some young guy, any news on Quant? I hear people saying that a supply shock is coming. I don't know if people always say that about everything. So I haven't seen any updates on Quant, though Max will be live with us over on the Patreon on Thursday. We can ask him about it in the Patreon only live stream. He is our quant specialist for sure. Andrew, what's up, Rob? I thought XCN was about to rocket last night, but hit a big sell wall. That'll happen. That'll happen. AF, loving having ZBIC and can't resist to get more. There you go, Nick. It is statistically proven that if you don't hit the like button, a little garden gnome will sack Rob. Yes. Why would you let that happen to me? Why would you let that happen to me? David, what's up, my dude? Trump made a trade deal with Japan. Hopefully, we'll be bullish tonight during the agent. Yeah, that's a very, very interesting thought process there, Green Tea. Very, very interesting. Abandoned Soul, what exchange do you recommend for someone who A, uses a computer, not a cell phone, and B, has no clue what he's doing, and C, only plans to buy and hold a crypto for no more than 5 years, no matter what? Well, it depends on where you are in the world, my friend. If you're in the States, you probably just go with something like Coinbase or Crypto.com. If you're in Canada, you got far more options. But if you need guidance and leadership in this space, my friend, and you need recommendations, I would highly recommend getting over to the Patreon community, because we have thousands of members, including myself, that can definitely help walk you through everything, my friend. The Lion's Den, my dude. What's up, buddy? Thanks for all you do, Rob. Hey, no problem, brother. No problem. Jeremiah, we got Pikachu in the house. No more Campbell soups. Interesting day so far, says Jared. What else do we got? Okay, we are all caught up in the chat. Let's see what else we got. We got 10 minutes left till the daily close. Well, let's get into an 8-minute video over on Squawk former CFPB director on the Genius Act. Would have liked to see much stronger protections for consumers. More whining and complaining.
Of the Genius Act to regulate stablecoins in this country was a big win for crypto firms. But our next guest warning that the legislation could increase Americans' trade deficit and hurt small American businesses. Joining us right now is Rohit Chopra. He's the former director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Tell us your litany or list of issues that you have with the Genius Act and what you think the true implication is.
Well, we all want there to be faster payments. We want there to be better innovation when it comes to paying people for services. But we also want those payments to be safe. We want, when there is a failure, for consumers and businesses to be able to be made whole. We also want to make sure that banks continue to have a reserve of deposits to be able to lend to Main Street businesses. And what we see in the Genius Act is essentially the creation of a new type of bank charter, a tokenized money market fund that I think will have some real implications that are far beyond crypto.
Give me some examples.
Well, I think you hear Scott Bessent talk about that he wants to stimulate trillions of dollars in demand for treasuries by having more US-based stablecoins. You know, where is that demand going to come from? In many cases, it will move from the commercial banking sector. That means that those, what money market funds issue, that's going to take away from some of the bank lending that is so critical to the economy. We also know that money laundering is a key part of the US's power as the reserve currency, using our sanctions to stop terrorism financing, to stop and respond to those countries that pose a threat to us is powerful. And anything we do to undermine that may actually be harmful to the power we have as the reserve currency.
Rohit, I looked through your list of concerns. I will admit some of this makes me a little uncomfortable. I want to see through it, but it just looked like you threw up a laundry list of 50 million things that could go wrong, including it's going to draw people from overseas, which will make the dollar stronger, and that's the opposite of what the Trump administration wants to do. I mean, I think all in all, the idea of getting more buyers into treasuries would be a good thing. It would be a good thing for the economy overall because it would keep rates down. It would allow more U.S. taxpayer dollars to go to things that matter instead of paying off interest. I mean, there's a lot of good things that could come out of that, too.
Well, you know, we all talk about this, that yes, stimulating demand for treasuries can lower particularly our long-term borrowing costs. But really, where is that coming from? we want to think about where would those dollars be elsewhere. And in many cases, we see that it siphons money from commercial banks. And again, commercial banks continue to be a place where most farms, most businesses still continue to get credit. I also think, Becky, we want to make sure that digital technologies don't totally get hijacked by one or two or three players. The Genius Act does allow big tech companies to issue stable coins, use that as part of their business model, potentially track payments across their ecosystem. That's kind of what we see happening in China, and I would have liked to see much stronger protections when it comes to consumers and to our privacy. But look, this bill is passed. We are going to deal with some of the implications, and everyone needs to watch what the regulators are going to do to implement it. But unfortunately, many of the regulators, like the agency I ran, is essentially now a dead fish, not really doing anything to enforce the law. So I do think we have some real problems we're going to have to look out for.
Can I just go back to the Treasury issue for a second? There's an argument being made right now that actually the demand for Treasuries is about to get very interesting because of all of the folks who are going to end up ultimately having to buy Treasuries to back the stable coins, and that they could those buyers effectively could make up for whatever you think the lack of buying might be from China. Some people would say that's a good thing. Is that a good thing?
Well, we're all trying to look closely at what's happening in our treasury markets. It has such a huge impact also on our fiscal situation. But a lot of the predictions that people have been making about demand for treasuries are quite uncertain these days. And look, I do think we have to make sure that the country is on a sustainable fiscal path, that we have a way to keep the treasury markets liquid. I just think we have to make sure that where we are stimulating demand, we understand the consequences, that if you're taking it out of banks or taking it out of other sources of financing, that could have some real crowding out and implications on the real economy in the US too.
Hey, Ray, let me ask you a separate question. There is a move afoot, and we talked to the head of the SEC yesterday about this, potentially to allow more private investments to be wrapped inside, if you will, 401ks. How do you feel about that?
Well, look, 401ks have been a real mixed bag from a policy perspective. We have an enormous amount of undersaving in retirement plans, but we also have very, very high fees. So I do think that while there are some ways that consumers, savers are able to get different exposures to different asset classes, it often leads to huge harvesting of fees for investments that people don't really understand. So I do think there's a lot we have to do to make sure that retirement savers have some access to plain vanilla products that over the long term are going to serve them well. We see study after study that shows those who simply put their retirement assets in a diversified portfolio end up beating most other savers.
Ray, what do you make of the viewer who's watching you now and who says, look, the only real way to make big money, the way a lot of the people that we talk about, the CEOs and entrepreneurs in this country have made big money, is to get into early stage private companies. They want access to things that sort of have a shoot the moon kind of approach to them. And that by preventing folks that maybe considered historically, quote, unaccredited, meaning people who are not already wealthy, that we're preventing people from having access to the American dream.
We've heard this argument a lot. And I think going back to even the gold rush, where people were often sold opportunities to make big money quickly. I want people to be able to invest in awesome businesses that can create a lot of good for our long-term economy. But I also, as you know, Andrew, have seen a lot of scams, fraud, and abuse. And that's kind of why we need basic rules of the road that are actually enforced. I think one of the reasons the US capital markets are some of the best in the world is because we have those rules, not because we constantly turn a blind eye.
Nobody's turning a blind eye. In fact, the rules were being over-enforced over the last, 5 years because of the SEC. So don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining, right? I don't think so, man. Let's get back over to Bitcoin for the daily close. It's about to happen in about 35 seconds. Let's see what happens. 119,954. We are $46 away from $120,000. Can we tick up there for the close? So close. So close. What do we got left? We got 13 seconds. Come on, baby. Bulls, push us up real quick. Let's do it. Come on. Come on, 5 seconds left. Let's go. Nope, doesn't look like it's going to happen, man. One and boop. There we go. We closed at $119,954. $46 short of 120. Will we encompass this candle to the downside tonight and tomorrow, or will we confirm the breakout and smash through $100,000 tonight? Because we did break out and close above this bull pennant that we have here. So which way are we going to go, guys? Tonight we will find out. Are we going to bullishly encompass this candle or break above and keep on going? The sky is the limit, my friends. We shall see. What do we got? Yes, they're trying to sell the fear. Yes, I agree. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. 401k, such a scam, 100%. Why is it never a topic of conversation on those shows? The amount of money that the amount of interest you get versus the depreciation of your dollar due to printing on a yearly basis. Why did they never discuss how low your purchasing power gets versus how much money you have? Funny how they don't talk about that, right? Beebs, my dude, there he is. Lick it and stick it. Hit the like button. There you go. John 3:16, blessings, my friend. Smash the like. Absolutely. Can you sum it up? Can you sum up the Genius Act and the importance of it? No, I cannot sum up an entire act and the importance of it in a quick statement, my friend. I wish that I could. Dadsky, I'm at 120K on TV. Did you close at 100? Which exchange are you watching? Which chart are you watching? I'm at 100 on Coinbase. Okay, so KuCoin has it closing lower. I guess some exchanges are above. It's only like a $46 difference, so I could imagine it closed higher on some exchanges. Gamecast, listening at work. Let's get it. P.S. Rob killed me signing. I got 5 on singing. I got 5 on it. The K Show, Beebs the Baller. Absolutely. Dadsky, Coinbase. There you go. TradingView had it at 120. TradingView, I trust. Absolutely. More than, anything else, I suppose, right? Trust is a strong word, I suppose. But we're going to find out, guys, what happens tonight. I think we're going to go back down, but I could be wrong. We'll see. My wife tells me I'm wrong all the time. I got to get over to the Patreon, guys. I have a coaching call I got to do over there. But before I do, guys, listen up and listen good if you are new in crypto. 10% of people in this space make life-changing wealth because you need 90% of people in crypto to lose so that 10% can actually make true life-changing wealth for themselves. Don't believe me? Try it for yourself and find out the hard way. However, I would not recommend it. If you want to be part of the 10% that win, instead of the 90% that get convinced that you should hold far too long and ride your coins back down to the bottom, get over to the Patreon, guys. The link is in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. We will help you create an exit strategy, a profit-taking plan so that you can front-run this market and get out before everybody else. That's what we do over there, guys. We do swing trades. We just did a swing trade the other day, hit 200% return in 24 hours. and micro cap gems, so much more, guys. Get over to the Patreon, daily altcoin picks, daily live streams. Check all that out and more. Get the education that you need. Help me help you, okay? Check it out today, guys. Be part of the 10%, not the 90%. You want to win, you know where to go. The link is in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.